You know what time it is? It's time for Russell of Hotels Daily Check-In. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday to you. Today is May 1st, Monday, May 1st, right? 2023. Man, this year is the year going by quick, or is it just me? I don't know. It seemed like it's some months it seemed like dang, it's already April, and then now it's May. But yeah, things are ticking, right? Things are definitely moving along. I see that, meetings are getting back and hotels are getting back, leisure business, every kind of travel is getting back, and they're trying to get back to these, I guess, 2019 levels or whatever. Every week there's something new, like, oh, we've already surpassed 2019. 2 months ago, we haven't come close to it. We won't surpass 2019 till 2025. Now, all of a sudden, 2023, they're saying in a couple of months we will surpass it. I don't know. Do I believe all that? It's all hype, right? But yeah, I do believe things are coming back. Things are back, right? But are they 2019? I don't know yet. But I just rely on the bean counters to figure all that stuff out. Of course, I have my opinion, right? But it is what it is. But hey, anyway, I'm Russell of Hotels. I do these lives every Monday through Friday. Today's Monday. I'm gonna do it through Friday. Times change, but it's live here on LinkedIn, live on YouTube as well. So feel free to make comments. I always encourage comments and just check in, just say, hey, what's going on? What you doing? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I just like to see that people are there. So if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, feel free to make comments in a little chat box. Just go click, and then it'll pop on my screen. So that would be great. I only take a couple minutes. I'm not here long to do these things. I'm just here just to, throw some information out there, to whoever is willing to hear about it, or just listen to what I have to say, and that's fine too. But this is my daily check-in. I'm Russell of Hotels. I do several different things. Hotel site selection is one of them, where I assist assist companies and organizations with finding the right hotels for their meeting, their retreats, it can be a sales meeting, it can be, their all hands on deck meeting, board meetings, retreats, whatever. I've done things all over the United States as well as international. Last year I did 2 programs, and one in Greece and one in Italy as well. So, hey, you got to do what you have to do. Right. So the clients let me know what they want, and I find, the hotel for the clients. It can be hotel, resort, doesn't matter. Just tell me what it is, and I compile the RFP, send out off to my hotel partners, or first I started with my CVB partners or DMO partners, and then it eventually gets to my hotel partners, and then back to me, and then back to the client. So that's just a little brief, some of the things that I do. Also, I'm a hospitality personality, which means I come with a wealth of experience, right? I don't just throw that term out there loosely. Oh, I'm a hospitality personality. I come on and do lives every day. Well, it comes with some experience, right? You just can't come here and just talk just to be talking, right? All the stuff I talk about is based on my experiences, right? Not based on theory, based on what someone told me. No, it's based on my experience, either past experience or current experience. So, as you can see, currently I'm here at the, you guys may not even know what this hotel is because it's brand new. It's the Moxy Hotel, downtown LA. I was there last Friday checking it out because that's what I do, right? One of the things that I do is I go and check out new hotels, or just hotels in general, right? Especially the ones in LA. You always want to start in your backyard, right? Even as a salesperson, where's the business at? Where's that low-hanging fruit? Well, it's in your backyard, right? It's within the city that you're in. It's across the street. It's a 5-mile radius from where you live. So, if I call myself Russell of Hotels, I need to go out and check out hotels. I can't be Russell of the living room and call myself Russell that's in the living room all day long, but then call myself Russell of Hotels who never goes to a hotel, right? So I don't do that, right? So I make sure I get out as much as I can, check out hotels, so I can bring them to you, so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing, right? So this is actually the bar that's in the middle of the Moxy Hotel. Now, the Moxy Hotel is a Marriott branded property, right? Or it's part of the 30 brands of Marriott. And I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a kind of dope concept, but it's not for everybody. And I've been looking at reviews, right? one thing I do, especially new hotels, you look at reviews on how the hotel is doing or what people's perception of the hotel is, and you can basically reading the comments, you can tell how old the people are. Oh, the rooms are too small, or what is it? The rooms are too small. There's no closet. Okay, well, this is what I always say. Every hotel is not for everyone, and everyone is not for every hotel, right? My advice to if there's a new hotel you never heard about, just because it may be a brand that you know about, the parent brand is Marriott in this case, right? Doesn't mean that all of them are going to be the same, okay? And like I said, I can look at the comments and tell how old people are. Oh, this is definitely for younger people. Oh, this is not for me. I'm not coming back. There's no closet space. There's no, the soap dispenser. I need a bar of soap. Just different things. The rooms are like 267 square feet. Your typical size of a hotel is about, I'm gonna say 300 to 350 square feet. Okay, so it's more, I guess, maybe that European style. It's not a lot of, it's minimalist, right? There's not a lot of things in the room. Okay, so, and I'm speaking of the Moxy. There's not a lot of stuff in the room. You're not gonna get a lot of bells and whistles because the concept is they don't want you spending a lot of time in the room anyway. There's several different food and beverage outlets. I believe there's a rooftop bar. There's a bar, like you said, right here in the middle that I'm showing you. There's a coffee lounge as well in this same area, just on the other side of the room. Upstairs, there's small meeting space. There's pinball machines. There's video games within the first floor lobby area. There's a sidecar, what do you call it? A motorcycle sidecar in the lobby. I don't know if that's a permanent thing, but it's there, maybe for, Instagram moments or whatever. But you can tell who it's geared toward. The demographic is a younger, Gen X or millennial kind of person, right? The gamers, the young startup companies, things like that. People that maybe work from home, they work from their laptop or whatever. The people that carry the backpacks all the time, ride on the skateboards or those little things, scooters or whatever. It's for those people, right? But we can still go and enjoy it and check it out. It's a novelty to us, right? So I go check it out because, like I said, I think it's cool and I love new concepts. They give you a drink upon check-in or something like that. It can be kind of pricey though. I mean, and this is the one in LA that I'm speaking of, right? Parking is like $60, okay, per car per night. There is what do they call it? A daily destination fee of $30, but they give you a $30 food and beverage credit, I guess, to kind of offset that, right? So, but make sure you use that, that's F&B credit because they're going to charge you $30 anyway, so you might as well get something for it, okay? So, but like I said, parking is $60. But just look at the reviews. Just look at the reviews, and they're kind of funny. I thought they were funny, at least, okay? So, but just know that every brand, and I said this already, every brand or every hotel is not for everyone. Everyone is not for every hotel. Okay, so do your research, especially when you see the names of new hotels that are popping up. That I'm not sure about that hotel. Let me check it out. All the information is there. We just have to read it, right? And like I said, they're looking for a certain demographics. Although anyone can stay there. Okay, anyone can stay there, but it is a little different. It is a little funky. It is a little edgy. Okay, so. Like I said, edgy and funky is not for everybody. Okay, they're playing music. One comment was like, "Oh, the music was too loud in the lobby." Okay, well, that's what it's about, right? So I didn't think it was too loud. I think it was kind of cool. It takes away from the real business people. Like real, what is it? What does that mean? Okay, it takes away from the real business people. Real business people are like that. Well, things have changed, right? So that's what I mean when I say. You can tell how old some people are, and I'm not a young dude, right? But I have kids, okay, so I know how they are, right? And this is kind of cool for them, right? And to be honest with you, it's different, so it's kind of cool for me too, right? So it's not, like I said, it's not your typical traditional conservative Marriott hotel, okay? You're not going to get that, okay? If you want traditional, stay at a Courtyard, stay at the JW, stay at the Ritz, okay? Those are the the traditional ones, right? Or your regular full service Marriott or Hilton or whatever. Those are traditional conservative hotels. Okay, this is not one of them. So, but do your homework. I always say, do your research. I mean, if you're into looking at reviews and TripAdvisor scores and all that kind of stuff, definitely do that. Some of the things they didn't score well on because it's brand new. Maybe there's some glitches in their system. Some of the rooms were not ready, which is typical for a brand new, just opening hotel. It's only been open, I want to say maybe 2 weeks, going on the third week. So, and is that you don't give them no, I don't give them I don't give them a pass for that, but I'm just saying these are things that can happen. I've opened up several hotels in my career and understand that sometimes even at your best efforts, you fall short sometimes and shit happens. Okay. So growing pains, right? So not that the guest wants to hear about that or the guest should not suffer for that, but stuff does happen, especially when a hotel is new. Some things don't work, right? They haven't been running, maybe they haven't been, running the water. And sometimes, you turn it on and it, maybe something dark comes out of the thing. I've seen everything, right? Plumbing, all that stuff, right? But it is a brand new hotel. It wasn't a conversion. It was a brand new build. Okay, so the design and everything is a brand new build. Okay, so it wasn't a conversion where they took over a building and try to modernize it. No, it was definitely, the rooms are small for a reason, right? The rooms are small for a reason. So there you go. So let me just show you the lobby here, because of course, I take pictures of everything. When I'm there, I'm gonna show you everything. So this is the bar in the lobby, and then I think this next thing is the kind of like a video. Well, it's the video of kind of the same area, but you can see the two kiosks right there where you can check in on your own. Behind that wall right there is the front desk. There's the motorcycle sidecar that I referenced earlier. That's the bar that I showed you a while ago, and this is just all the space here in the lobby area. That window, I can't think of the street right there, but that leads to the hotel. Sits between Flower and Figueroa. So if you know downtown LA at all, it's right directly across from Crypto Arena, which is where the Lakers, Clippers, Sparks, and the Kings play. Okay, so if you continue up, that street would be going east and west. So if you continue west or going right, as I'm looking, that will take you to Figueroa, where Crypto Arena, and then across from there would be the convention center. So it's ideal. So if you're going to a game, you need to be downtown, LA Live, convention center. It's ideal for that because it's right across the street from there. Okay, so it's definitely right across the street from there. So it's definitely convenient to, if you need to be in that downtown area doing your business or whatever. But like I said, count on seeing a lot of young, business professionals, millennials doing their thing. That's what it's for. That's the demographics you're going to find in there. There's going to be music, okay, and maybe some funky, edgy music played in there. But you're going to get those type of people in there. It is what it is. That's kind of, you can plug in right there. So it is definitely, it's kind of like communal space where they want people to congregate, network, right upstairs behind where this video is, or if it continues to pan over. So the opposite side of where their bar is, upstairs, there is a meeting space. And it's not traditional meeting space where it's enclosed, right? So you can't see in, it's enclosed, there's a door right there. No. Once you walk up the stairs, there's couches, there's a boardroom table. I think it sits maybe 10, maybe 12 people at the most, but there's couches throughout. There's a pinball machine up there. So it's a little different, right? Like I said, it's a little funky. It's a little vibey, and which is, like I said, I thought it was cool as heck. So because I like different stuff, right? I don't like just the same stuff over and over again. Throw a sidecar motorcycle in the lobby. Okay, that's fine. Have the lobby have the bar in the middle as the focal point. Have a coffee, a coffee bar right in back of this wall right here to my right. You know what I mean? That's what's going on there. But like I said, it definitely, the space is conducive of networking, where they want people to come together. They don't want people in their rooms, hence why the rooms are small. Okay. You don't need to be you spend a couple hours in there and then get back down here because there's a lot of stuff going on in the hotel that you don't want to miss. Okay. Because you can't spend money in your room, right? You spend money in the lobby, in all the restaurant or the food and beverage outlets, and that's what they want, right? That's what they're looking for, and that's what a lot of the younger people will do. They're relying on people my age to come here. We'll be in our room, right? And we're not going to spend any money. So that's what, look at the different concepts of hotels before you book there. Okay, it's brand new. Oh, it's a shiny dime. I want to stay there. Yeah. A lot of people want to do that, take that chance, but just remember, it may not be for everybody. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. It may not be for everybody, but like I said, to me, it's a cool vibe. I love the music that they play. I just love the feeling, the vibe that you get in when you walk in, and when you come in through the door, it's not a traditional door. Okay, it's not. It doesn't have a window on it. I didn't even know it was the entrance to. I thought it was like a side garage entrance, right? Because it's a dark door, has a handle, but there's no window, there's nothing on it, right? So you don't know what's on the other side. So you open it and they're like, oh shit, that's a hotel. It almost opens right into the lobby, right? So it's kind of, like I said, it's really kind of funky. And like I said, I kind of like it because it gives that edgy vibe when you walk in. And we walk in when it's dark, you're like, damn, is this the door to go in? It's one of those like the red door, you're walking down a street, and then there's just this door. There's a huge wall or a fence, and then there's a door. You open the door, and then that's where all the excitement is, right? So it's kind of that same kind of thing. So it's definitely worth go check out. I'm not saying you need to stay there, but just go check it out and just let me know what you think. Okay, so hey, I do these lives, but I don't do them just to show you. I mean, of course, I'm showing you the hotel, but there's actually something I did want to talk about today. Let's see, and that was boom. Okay, so now I'm back in the office. Okay, so there you go. This is about. I get a lot of calls from people that are looking for jobs. They want to either transition from what they're doing now to something else, or they may have questions about, well, yeah, do you know anyone that's hiring? Things like that. So looking to make a career move, what's the best way to do that? Is that through finding the jobs on LinkedIn? Is that H Careers? Is that Indeed.com? Or networking, meaning someone who knows someone that works at that particular hotel that maybe can get you an in, right? So, and I like that part better because LinkedIn and H Careers are fine, right? But if you don't know someone within that hotel, it's hard to get jobs these days. It's hard to get interviews from what I understand, right? So I've helped probably 3 people this year find jobs, okay? But it's because I knew people at these companies. So what I had people do, I said, hey, people contact me and say, hey, do you have a contact at this particular company? What's going on? I'm interested in, being a director of sales at this particular company, or a general manager, or a hotel sales manager, or whatever the case may be. A housekeeping manager, whatever, doesn't matter. They call me and they ask me these questions. And I said, well, yeah, I happen to know someone there. Well, is it possible you can give me do an e-introduction, which I do all the time, right? Because although, yeah, they still may have to fill out the application process online, but at least you can expedite the resume process, right? So they'll be anticipating. They've already pre-screened it or pre-looked at it long before they get your application and everything online, right? So that's what I do. And that's why I kind of suggest people that's why we have to do more networking. We don't do networking now. We need to do more of that. That's why we need to have a presence on social media, because people, believe it or not, they look at your profiles before they even, maybe call you back or consider you for a position. Okay. So that's why it's important. That's why LinkedIn is important, and some of the social media pages, other social media pages or platforms may be important too. But I think LinkedIn is more because it's more for that business person. That person is trying to find a new gig or whatever. Okay, so but it's important to do the networking. If that's in person, if that's connect with people on LinkedIn with certain companies that you're interested in working for, that's what I would do as well, right? So if there's something, there's positions with XYZ company that you want to let people know that you're interested in working with them. Well, first you need to connect with that company. Connect with the company and see what's going on. Connect with people within that company. So once you type in the space bar on LinkedIn the company name, it'll come up with anyone that's connected with that company, right? So you can go through and look and like, oh, I know that person, that kind of thing, and then you can maybe, if you're a paid member of LinkedIn, or you have a paid subscription or whatever, you can do in messages, right? Because you just can't do them. You can connect with people, but they have to connect with you, right? But if you're not connected with them and you're a subscribed member, then you can still send them in messages. I think that's what it's called or whatever. So there's a lot of benefit to paying, I guess, if you want to pay to play on LinkedIn. I did it for a while just to see what it was like. I'm not a paid member anymore, okay? But I've done it before, and you definitely get a lot of information. Like you get more information on who's connecting with you. Even the people that say that they don't want to be anonymous, or they are anonymous. I think you even find out who the heck these people are looking at your profile. So that was important for me, just to connect that way. But it's just important, if you're not seeing people face to face, how do you connect with people? So the only way you can connect is through a platform like a LinkedIn, right? So once again, company that you're interested in working for, connect with them, see who's connected with that company, connect with them, send them information, do an intro. Like I said, if I happen to know, because a lot of times I get called on, this is how I get called, or you get, people follow me or find me. They'll see they're interested in working with a particular company, and they'll see that I'm connected with someone within that company. So I'll get a call or an in message or a DM or whatever, say, hey, I noticed that you're connected to Bill Thomas. Okay, can you do me an e-introduction? Sometimes I know him, sometimes I don't. I'm like, oh yeah, Bill Thomas, yeah, I know him. Yeah, what are you interested in? Well, they have this position open. I was wondering if you can, do an e-intro for me. And of course, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. If I know him personally, I'll pick up the phone and call him and say, hey. And if I know you, I'm like, hey, yeah, I know so-and-so. I understand you have a position open. Hey, I know, a couple of people that are interested in that position. Hey, well, have them just send me their resume, that kind of thing, right? I said, oh, I'll have them send them to me, and I'll send it to you, right? So that's how it works, right? That's how it should work. And I think when we go into this black hole of sometimes H Careers and Indeed, we get put into this black hole and we don't know what the hell's going on, okay? And the reason why I say this is that I know people that have applied for jobs on there, doesn't go anywhere, or automatically they receive a notification that they're not interested or they don't fit the qualifications. I don't know how you can do that in like 30 seconds. But anyway, maybe there are certain algorithms that are in the program or in the platform, and it looks for certain keywords on your resume, which sucks, because just because there's not keywords doesn't mean they're not qualified for that position. Okay, that's just some computer that based on what we put in there, we're looking for these keywords. Okay, that doesn't mean they're not qualified. Okay, so people, when you get these kickbacks, that's why you need to know people within the organization. Okay, because sometimes our resumes, we rely on these resumes to get through, but sometimes the keywords will kick our resumes out. So sometimes we need to kind of have a professional look at our resumes and say, hey, I need to make sure some keywords are in there. Not all programs are doing that, but I know there's quite a few that are. Okay, so how do you eliminate having to deal with that? Know somebody within the organization, or know someone who knows someone within the organization. So that's when it comes back to the networking aspect of it. That comes from the connecting on social media, having a presence on social media, right? because you never know when you're going to want another job, right? But the more you're present, the more people know who you are, what you do. If that's in person, if you can't be in person, you need to do it on social media. There's only what other way can you do it? I mean, can somebody let me know? Because I'm always at a loss when people say, "Well, I don't do this. I don't do social media." Well, what do you do to get known? I mean, if you're not doing a lot of networking events, you know what I mean? What are you doing? What is that? School on lockdown. What the heck? The world is coming to an end. Okay. I mean, I get these notifications on my phone right here, and it says something about school on lockdown. School on lockdown during police, and okay, well, man, there's always something, right? So just make sure we're connecting however you need to connect. If I can be of any service, that's what I do. I try to be a resource for people. Like I said, at least 3 people this year I've helped them in getting in front of the people, and those being in front of people got them jobs, got them positions with these are all hotel jobs too, right? GM and 2 director of sales positions. So in fact, I got to help one person get 2 jobs in the same year and within 6 months of each other. Okay, so boom, there you go. But it's all about, because I knew people at these particular companies and I knew what they were looking for, and they trusted me enough for them to. I got the resume from my former colleagues, and I forwarded on to, either these were friends of mine or these are colleagues or past colleagues of mine or whatever. But regardless of what it is, I mean, we need to make sure you have more contacts or more networking with people. That's what it comes down to, right? It's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay, we can know everything in the world, but if we don't know the right people, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, and you've heard that before. It's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know, and who knows you. Okay, remember that. There's 2 components of that. Who do you know, and who knows you? Okay, so that's where it comes, the networking, getting out, going to these events that you should go to, right? That you've been blowing off for a while. Oh, I haven't been in. No, you need to get out. You need to get out. That's just it. Okay, so looking to make a career move, what's the best way? I mean, we all rely on LinkedIn. We rely on H Careers if we're a hotel person, because that's the place that we go to find jobs. But like I said, if you look at those jobs that are out there, they continuously recycle. I don't know if we're not hiring people, we're not taking them down, but there's definitely some flaws with H Careers and Indeed. Hate to say it. No, I don't hate to say it. I'm saying it because it's true, right? It's not something that I just came up with. I just pulled out of my butt and said, oh, well, I'm just shooting from the hip. No, there are some flaws with, I'm going to say H Careers and Indeed. And now LinkedIn is a little different, okay? When you see positions on LinkedIn, that's coming from people on LinkedIn, okay? So H Careers, there's 2 parties involved. I'm using hospitality hotels as an example. They send it into to H Careers or Indeed, and it stays on there for a certain period of time, right? Those ads will stay on there for a certain period of time. But then sometimes they reoccur. They come back. Okay, does that mean that position was never open? Was it filled and that the person didn't work out? We don't know, because there's nothing out there that tells us, what the situation is. But I can name probably 3 positions that have been on there for like over a month. So you tell me you can't find somebody in a month? Okay, I'm trying to understand that. So there are some flaws in H Careers and Indeed, okay? And like I said, I'm only, saying this for the hospitality part of it, hotels specifically, because I follow this stuff. I get the notifications. When there's positions open, I get the notifications, okay? So, and I keep seeing the same ones over and over again. I'm like, well, wow, why is this position still, after maybe to go away for a month and then the next month is back? Like, well, why is that? Is there because people didn't work out, or that position was never filled? So I'm always leery about the jobs or the hotels or whatever that keep coming up over and over again. And you should be too, because there's something not right. So, but anyway, I think that's it. So I wanted to talk about that. Like I said, these lives don't have to be long, and I've talked for 30 minutes, right? So, man. So, you come on thinking you're only going to talk for, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. And next thing you know, it's 30 minutes because I got a lot to say. And, it's just, and someone's having a problem, right? So there's a problem out there, and someone that I'm reaching on here understands because they're having that same issue or problem. But like I said, my advice, continue. If you want to continue to use those platforms, feel free to use them, but just know that there's a bunch of what you say, and then don't. I haven't even mentioned the pre-screening part. The what is it? The evaluations you have to fill out, or maybe it's like an exam or a test or whatever that you have to take even before they would even consider you for an interview. Okay, I think that's a weeding out process, and a lot of people that have been in the industry for a long time, they come across those things, and I'm like, well, did the people that are asking for all these things, did they have to go through all that as well? These are people that are applying are people that have been in the industry for a long time, and I'm not saying everybody deserves the job, but I do believe everyone that deserves a chance at the job. Okay, so and sometimes these obstacles that we put in there, why are we putting up these obstacles? Are they really solving some kind of problem that exists? What's the problem that exists that we have to have these what do you call them? Pre-screening tests or exams that you have to take before you are even considered for a position. Was there a problem before? I guess because sometimes there's things that are put out there because they're trying to solve a problem. And is the problem because we don't have time anymore? You're dealing with people at this point. Okay, so yeah, you need to take time to get the right person. And if that means having a conversation with multiple people, that's what we need to do. We're trying to do more with less. Do we have enough people? Do we even have enough people to even hire people? I don't even know, right? So, and I'm bouncing around because I'm still trying to I'm grasping at straws at why do we put these obstacles in the way for hospitality professionals, and maybe I'm sure other professions do that as well, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the hospitality industry where there's a shortage of people. We're waiting too long to hire people. Hotels are losing money by not hiring people and putting people in those positions. I know sales positions have been open forever. I have one colleague of mine that they have a position open. It's a sales position, and it's been open for well over a month. And the higher ups, we'll just say that, GM and above, they're waiting for that right person. They're waiting for that golden unicorn that, guess what, does not exist. Okay. So there's people that are out there that want positions, but they're not looking at those people. They're looking for these other people that don't even exist to come out and say, hey, I want that job, right? So what are we doing? What are we doing within the industry when it comes to hiring people? Why are we making the process harder? Is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking to myself. I don't know. But anyway, so those are just things. If I don't solve a problem, I at least give you things to think about. Okay. So will they change? They won't change if other people don't say the same thing, right? But from where I sit, I just think like I said, there's more obstacles put in. There's more obstacles put in and less solutions. Okay, so we need to streamline the process. So we're filling these positions. Like I said, if it's a sales position and it's not being filled, you're losing money because who's handling that market that they were handling? Oh no, so and so is doubling up. They're doing two markets. Well, then the market that so and so was doing before is suffering. Because now you only got 50% of that person handling 50% of that market because they're handling the other market with, the open position that you haven't filled yet. So there's a lot of stuff that we are not, thinking about. We're just thinking about, we want to screen these people out. Instead of saying, well, what's the big picture here? We're losing money because we don't have people in those positions. So, and believe me, when people listen to this, like, does he know what he's talking about? Yeah, I do, because I've been in this position before. Okay, I've been a general manager, I've been a director of sales and marketing, and I know for a fact that when you don't hire in key positions, you lose money. That's just it. And for people that say, "Don't know, you're not losing money because we're waiting for the right person," they're full of crap. Okay, so so uh, tell me I'm wrong. Somebody, anybody, tell me I'm wrong. No, but anyway, but no, I appreciate you guys listening to me. But things do need to change, and like I said, I'm a big advocate for this industry because this is the industry I've been in for a long time. Like I said, I don't come here just willy nilly and saying, "Oh, I got all," I'm a hospitality personality. No, I come with some experience. So all the stuff I'm talking about is based on my experiences, not based on something someone told me, based on stuff that I know, based on stuff that I see. I have conversations with many people on a weekly basis about what's going on operation wise in their hotels, sales wise in their hotels, hotel companies. Okay. And these are some of the biggest companies out there, management companies. Doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, I've been in the industry for a long time, and I know a lot of people that are out there that, that I talk to. And of course, I don't go around mentioning who these people are because, hey, they wouldn't tell me anymore if I told who they were. So, but I appreciate that. I just appreciate the network of people that I have amassed over my career, right? And I'm able to call people and ask them questions so I can intelligently come on air with Russell of Hotels or my daily check-in and talk about those things. And speaking of, on air with Russell of Hotels, that's good segue, right? Tomorrow my show comes on every Tuesday, 1:00, live here on YouTube, live on LinkedIn. It's called On Air with Russell of Hotels. We talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of the hospitality industry, everything in between. Not necessarily ugly, but challenging. And this is one of the challenging things we talk about. I have interviews. I mean, not interviews, but conversation with people. I had Miss Veronica Rivera with San Diego Tourism Authority last week. I had Miss Myrna Levert Vasquez the week before that. So we have a lot of people on that come on, people within the industry, well-respected people within the industry come on and talk about their careers, how they started, because no two people got in this industry alike, right? So it's just interesting to hear their journey, obstacles they overcame to get to where they are, and what they're doing now. So it's not just where they started, but it's where they started, in the middle, and then where they are now. By far, they're not ending anything. They're not at the end of their careers, but this is where they are now. And that's important that, people that are coming behind them, they see these conversations that we have with people that have been in the industry for a long time. Kevin Brooks says we have the issue heavy in equipment space. There you go. See, so it's not just for hospitality space. It's equipment, like heavy equipment, heavy machinery is what Kevin Brooks is talking about, right? So they have that same kind of issues, with finding the right people or positions that are open forever, and we're trying to put all these obstacles in the road for people to be hired. You know what I mean? It's just crazy to me. We got a shortage of people in the hospitality space. Yeah, there's a shortage because we've created the shortage. It's not because people don't want to work, because that's the first thing people want to say. Oh, people don't want to work. Nah, maybe a small percentage. I'm not going to eliminate that completely. That's probably a small percentage, right? But the bigger percentage is the stuff that we put on top of it that doesn't need to exist. We don't need to put all these other obstacles on there. I know things evolve, right? Things evolve, and we're not where we were, 10, 15 years ago as far as technology. But sometimes we use technology too much. We rely on technology too much, because is hospitality a people industry or is it a technology industry? We need technology in order to reach people, to take care of people, right? Hire people. But we're not a technology company. We're not a tech company. We're on feeling people, and the root of hospitality is based on how one person is made is how one person can make another person feel. Okay, through taking care of them, checking them into the room that they wanted, or offering a bottle of their favorite bottle or glass of wine that they didn't think you even had, or just that experience of the chef coming from the back and say, "Hey, we prepared this especially for you. We knew this was your anniversary, and this and that. I've done all these things, and this is the end result right here." I mean, that's what the hospitality part is about, right? Is that going to be? You can't computerize that, right? You can't computerize someone's experience, and that's where we're missing the point, right? Technology should be used for different other things, right? Like procurement, instead of going through 10 vendors, why can't we consolidate that to one vendor? Okay, put all those different components into one vendor, or at least one platform. It can be multiple vendors, but in one platform. Why can't we do something like that? That's where technology should come in, make it easier for us internally. But it has nothing to do with hiring people and, okay, I wanted to weed out these people because I don't want to talk to everybody. See, now we're becoming lazy. I remember back in the day, several years ago, if I got 50 resumes, I went through 50 resumes, because it's important that you hire the right person that based on me, not based on what the computer generates for me to look at. See, we're missing a point here, right? So, man, got me on this one. And I just pulled this one out like 5 minutes before I came on this live. I said, what am I going to talk about? And I said, looking to make a career move, what's the best way? Is it going through LinkedIn, H Careers, Indeed, or networking? I think networking is the key. So know as many people as you can, regardless of industry. Know as many people that are making decisions as you can. And if you don't know them, make sure you know someone that may know these other people. So if you're going through LinkedIn and you happen to see me linked to someone, hey, do you know so-and-so? And if I know them, I'm going to help you out. I'm like, yeah, what do you need? Oh, I'm trying to get at least an interview. I want to get my resume to the boom. Okay, let's do it. So those are the things that we need to do more of. Use technology for our advantage, but don't use technology for, because the algorithm picked this person, this got to be the person I need to interview. You kidding me? Come on now. Anyway, man, this was a good one, right? And I'm talking to myself. So once again, I was at the Moxie Hotel last week. Just one more glimpse at the Moxie Hotel. Like I said, it's definitely worth go check out. But just remember, every hotel is not for everyone. Everyone is not for every hotel. Okay, so do your research on what that brand stands for. And Marriott does a great job of, letting you know. If you Googled Marriott's 30 brands, it will give you all 30 brands. It will give you a narrative on each one, an explanation of what this brand stands for, what they're looking for, who likes this hotel, who are the demographics of this hotel. I mean, it'll tell you. I mean, it's not going to just say, here, these are the demographics. It's going to break down vibe, edgy, conservative, typical hotel. It's going to tell you all that stuff. Long-term stay versus short-term stay, that kind of thing. So Moxie, the rooms are smaller because they don't want you in those rooms. They want you in the outlets, having a good time, spending money. That's it. That's how you look at that, right? And if you're a gamer or a startup company or whatever, yeah, we got a little space for you to do that too. We got free Wi-Fi in the lobby. You know how I know? Because I go there and I use it, right? That was my office of the day. They got free Wi-Fi. Marriott is great for free Wi-Fi. They want people to go in and office out of there, commune or talk to other people, network with people, create an experience. That's what it's all about. It's about creating an experience for that particular day. Because the next day you're going to create another one somewhere else, right? So they want to take advantage of that. And going back to those, when this loops back around, there's 2 kiosks on the wall. So you have the option, right? So you can check in, traditional check-in. You go to the front desk and there's, 2 front desk agents behind there that they can check you in, or you can utilize the 2 kiosks that it's going to loop back around and you'll see right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Those two things right there, you can actually check in and check out from there, right? So there you go. So it gives you these options. See, that's what technology is. Speed of process, speed you in and out as far as the checkout procedure. That's where technology should be used. Technology is, to screen out some, resumes and things like that because you're too lazy to go through them. I mean, there's a good and a bad use of technology, and I think when you're dealing with people, technology is not the place for that. Boom, I said it. Drop the mic. I'm done. But anyway, that is it. And did I mention Level? Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Did I mention Level Hotels? This is down the street from where the Moxie is, okay? So, but they offer the Russell of Hotels rate. See, the other hotel doesn't offer the Russell of Hotels rate yet, okay? In fact, I just had someone just yesterday, my daughter, okay, calls me and says, hey, I have some friends coming. She lives in Houston. I have some friends coming to visit LA, and they want to be downtown. And I said, hey, just contact Level Hotel or go stayinglevel.com, use that ROH23. And she didn't even know I had a code there. She goes, what do you mean? What is ROH23? I said, Russell of Hotels 23. She goes, you have a rate there? They have a promo code for you? I'm like, yeah, they do. Okay. So, and she looked it up. Oh my God, you're right. You just, because, I joke around a lot. But I said, girl, please. So yeah, the Level Hotel, downtown LA, I explained everything about the hotel. Typical size guest room for a hotel is 300 to 350 square feet. At the Level Hotel, they have 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. They start at 700 square feet. Okay, but the pricing is just the same as your typical hotel in that downtown area. Okay, so why not have the more space? Why not have a room that has every room has a balcony? You can open the door, walk outside, sit on the balcony, enjoy that beautiful Southern California weather. Okay, why not? What the heck, right? Why not have a separate bedroom? Why not have a kitchen if that's what you need? Or maybe you don't need it. You just want to, put your, make sure your water is chilled or whatever. Or maybe you have some beer. They have a full-size refrigerator. Maybe you need to wash some clothes, washers and dryers. Hello. It's just not smoking. You can't smoke, okay? No hotels are smoking anymore. They're all non-smoking, okay? So but they have some designated areas, I guess, downstairs or whatever. But anyway, we're not talking about that because I don't do that. So check out the Level Hotel. Come in downtown LA for whatever you're there to do. Not too far from the convention center, not too far from Crypto Arena where the Lakers, Clippers, Sparks, and Kings play. Okay, so actually you can actually walk there if you wanted to, if that's what you're into. But there's a lot of things to do downtown, a lot of great restaurants. It's down the street from that new, what is it called? Fogo de Chao. They opened up a Fogo de Chao downtown LA. I didn't even know that until I went to the Level, and it was like maybe a block away from there. I'm like, what? They got a Fogo de Chao? Although I don't eat meat anymore, but But I hear that Fogo de Chao has like a vegan menu now, so you can like get vegan things off of the bar, the salad bar. I'm sure they're not coming to your table, slicing off skewers of tofu, you know what I mean? Skewers of tofu, like, oh, you want some more tofu? They're not doing that, okay? But I haven't been there in a while, so I have not been to Fogo de Chao since I've been a vegan. So maybe I need to go check it out. But I did hear that they had, more vegan options for you or for us, okay? So there you go. So check out that. If you don't want the Moxie, check this out, and you will not complain about the size of the rooms. Okay, I guarantee you will not complain about the size of the room. So there you go. Once again, Russell of Hotels. I do these lives every day, Monday through Friday. I have a show on air with Russell of Hotels. Comes on every Tuesday, 1 o'clock. Tomorrow is show number 206, I believe. Yeah, 206 shows I've done. Can you believe it? I can't either. So, but anyway, like I said, my job is to talk about hospitality, hotels, specifically tourism. I do hotel site selection. In fact, I forgot to mention something about that, but I'll do that tomorrow because I'm winded now, so I'll have to reconvene tomorrow on that. Okay, but anyway, I do this live on here as well as Instagram. So If you don't follow me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me or subscribe to my page on YouTube, please do that, because whenever I go live, you get a notification. Bing! Russell's live. Check him out. Russell Hotels is live. So do that. All right. So you guys have a great day. Any questions at all, always feel free. You can go to my website, russellofhotels.com. You can slide into my DMs on Instagram. You can message me on LinkedIn. However, my information is out there. So if you need questions about anything, just reach out to me. Have a great day.